Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. I am a 22-year-old poker player from New Jersey, and in today's video, it might be more of a murder mystery than a poker vlog because I got absolutely bent over and destroyed. But you know, that's poker. I'm here to show you the ups and the downs and try to stay positive through it all. But hey, I wouldn't be human if I didn't say today didn't hurt at least just a little bit. So without further ado, watch it all for yourself. Let's get right into it.
Alright everyone, welcome back. For the first hand, we look down at Pocket Queens, the third best starting hand. It's a weird development as Under the Gun opens it up to $20, and we're just kind of forced to look really strong here as you have to put in the 3-bet. You don't want to call and let the rest of the table call and then just turn your queens into like pocket fives trying to just set mine. So I 3-bet to 80, and when it gets back to him, he was a vlog watcher. He actually hit me up and sat next to me, so I appreciate that. He gives me a look, I smile, I guess he knows I'm strong. He folds, I show him and the table the Pocket Queens. Don't get any more value, but this next hand is insane. Alright, strap in because this is just crazy. Blew my mind. I look down at Ace Queen offsuit in the big blind. The low jack opens to 20, the high jack calls 20, and the small blind calls 20. So sure, there are some times where I could just put in the call here, but I want to bump this up, try to squeeze it out. We have so much removal to so many strong hands. Aces, ace king, king queen, queens, yada yada, you get the gist. So I go big. I normally would make it $80, $90 if it's, you know, just one raise and a call. But with all this action, I make it $120. The initial raiser calls $120. The next player calls $120. So I'm like, great, now the small blind's going to come in. We're going to go 4 ways to just a crazy, crazy big bloated pot. But no, the small blind folds, so we're going 3 ways still, $120 each, $380 in the middle, and the flop comes queen 5-6 with 2 spades. This is just the absolute dream board. I think we have it absolutely crushed. I hope somebody has king queen now, maybe queen jack. They still could not believe us with like 9s, 10s, and jacks, thinking now we just have the spade draw, as we do have the ace of spades here. So I decided to c-bet for $110, and now the initial raiser just goes all in. And as you see his chips here, it looks like he has about $500 more, right? So when it gets back to me, obviously having the ace of spades is now bad because I think he would jam with, say, ace jack of spades. Maybe if he was calling with like ace 2, 3, 4, 5 of spades, he could just jam trying to put the pressure on me. He could have king queen himself. He could obviously have pocket queens, the last 2 queens on the deck, or he could have 5s, 6s. I just don't know. He could be completely trapping us and playing us with aces and kings, and we are just absolutely effed. After thinking about it and seeing that we have the ace of spades, it does block a lot of the combinations he'll have here. I think against tighter opponents, we can make a super nitty fold here, but against players that are just here to have fun and looking to gamble, I think this is a fine call-off. It just makes no sense to me, and like I said, it looked to me like he had $400, $500 more. He had his chips in a weird-ass stack, so I decided to put in the call. The turn and the river look clean. There's no ace, there's no king out there, so the queen is still the top pair, and he flips over pocket queens. But get a load of this. He is absolutely cracked out, and I hate to bash players, but seriously, he was barely awake at the table. He looks at the cards. He's so confused. The dealer's like, push your chips in, you win. And he's like,
back in the middle so we can count it. Yeah. This guy doesn't even know what the fuck's going on, dude.
Did I win? What's going on? What happened? What's going on? He pushes his chips in the middle, and he has $900. He has me covered. What the heck? I thought he only had $400 more. If I knew he had $900, I might have even made a hero fold. You never really want to call off your entire stack with just one pair. It is just so frustrating. Let me know down below what you guys would have done. I don't even know what to say. And just let's head to the next hand after we rebuy for $1,000. For this next hand, we get into quite an interesting spot again as we yet again are all in. We look down at king queen offsuit. We are in the $10 straddle. The player to my left calls. And now the button opens it up to $60. So when it's back to me, like the ace queen hand, we can put in the raise, the 3-bet. But this time I decide to flat call, which is probably the worst decision as we are out of position. But nonetheless, I call. Should bring in the other player, but he folds. So we're going heads up to yet another queen high board. I'm getting flashbacks. What's going on? I decide to check it over to my opponent. And if you're a bit curious as to what's going on with the chips here, he just rebought more chips. So he's getting them added to his stack now. It counts because he did announce it before the hand, which could be good, which could be bad for me. I'm not really sure. Nonetheless, he decides after a long while to bet out for $100. I can clearly see his stack now. Unlike the dumbass stack the other guy has his chips in, he has about 350-ish more dollars. So I think it's a bit awkward if we just call. We should be able to get it in on the turn, but I want to put the pressure on now. We are holding a diamond, so we do block some diamond draws. Maybe this guy is tilted after just rebuying. He just lost a huge pot prior. Maybe he'll call us down with ace jack. Maybe he's got a weaker queen of some sort. I don't know, so I rip it all in, and my opponent hops in the tank. And once he hops in the tank, I do think that I'm good here, and I actually am hoping for a call. Maybe he has a diamond draw or some sort of straight draw himself. Maybe he'll just level himself into a tilted call with ace-king, and after a long while, he does decide to make the call, so I'm not sure what he has. The run out comes, I flip over my king-queen, and my opponent shows the same hand. Pretty gross, very uneventful, and let's head to the next hand. Very annoyed, I'm hours into this session, and I am down a boatload of money. I just can't get anything going. I'm calling with all these crappy hands, all these suited connectors, even suited cards that aren't connected, not pictured. I was playing some king 5 suited and I just could not hit a board. It was just complete comedy. Alright, this next hand is just hilarious. It's a representation of how today is going for me. I open up jack 10 of spades, even though spades are not my friend today, from under the gun position. To $20, we get the button and the big blind to make the call. We see a horrible flop, hearts, queen high. The big blind checks, I decide to check, and now the button checks, and when the turn's a king, not only does it give us an open-ended straight draw, but it's also just a much better board for me under the gun, the pre-flop razor. So the big blind checks, I put in a small c-bet, don't have to go big at all. $20, I would choose the same sizing if I had king-queen, ace-king. The button gets out of the way, but the big blind calls. We see a river, which now puts a 4th heart out there. I think I'm the one that can have all of the high hearts here, so when he checks, I decide to bet out for $40. And now the big blind hops in the tank and says, oh man, am I good here? Is there any way I'm good here? And I'm like, what does he have? Just fold. It's not even a big pot. Just let me get some momentum going in the right direction. But no, after a long think, he flicks in the call and shows pocket 3s with the 3 of hearts. I mean, I love it. The heart is there, quite literally and figuratively. It's the vlog watcher. Much respect. Great call. You picked me off. And we're on to the next hand. Okay, for this next one, we are all in yet again for the 3rd time today. Can we win? We look down at pocket 9s and a $10 straddle. The under the gun +1 player opens it up to $20, and as you see, boom, 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 the entire table calls. So when it's back to me, sure, I could just flick in the $10, but I am essentially trying to just hit a 9 because there's no other board that I'm going to be comfortable with. So I think we could bump this one up here. If we take down all of this dead money, we get $100. I mean, that's awesome. So much dead money. I raise it up to $125. I think you can just go obnoxious, go even bigger, like $175. Wow, look at that. I'm patting myself on the back. As I'm re-editing and re-watching this, I realize I did make it 150. I did make it the obnoxious size. Way to go, kid. Now it's back to the initial raiser who goes all in, and it's really not that much more. It's like $280 total. I should add that he gave it that fucking stupid, dumbass Hollywood, the fake Hollywood, like, oh, I'm in such a tough spot here. Oh, what should I do? And then he decides to jam it all in my face. So immediately I was not feeling good about the situation. I think a lot of ace king, ace queen just jams it in there with no hesitation. I mean, on the off chance, the 10% chance that he is giving it the fake hesitation with ace king, ace queen, and he's genuinely in a tough spot, I don't know. I just think a lot of the times I'm going to be absolutely screwed here by 10s through aces. Very, very wishful thinking, but with that short of a stack, he could have pocket 8s, pocket 7s, and jam here. I don't know. Obviously, with it being not that much more money, I decide to flick in the call, and my opponent shows pocket aces. Okay, let's head to the flop. Do you think we can get lucky one time? When the flop comes ace high, I'm like, great, I'm going to pack it up and go the F home. But wait, the turn is a diamond. We actually pick up any diamond to get there and win. One time, no. I don't even know why I waste my breath with that dumb shit. No, we are not getting lucky. Oh my goodness. I can't do this anymore. This is just disgusting. So although I want to play some more hands, I want to put some more hands in there, I can't do it anymore. I book it up, I wrap it up. I can't do it anymore. I'm not in the right headspace. So I go home losing $1,600 over a short 3.5 hour session. Can't take it anymore. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know the haters love this one. Peace out. Have a great day.